Welcome everybody to the second episode of War of Fangs. This has been such a delight to play so far. We are going to pick right up with a long rest. You guys got a good night's sleep as far as I remember, which is fucking weird in my campaigns. But I would say that you guys wake up. It's early morning, still dim lit overhead because the light here never really changes. Let me tell you, it just gets darker and then a little bit different shades of gray. But you wake up on the side of the road. Your friends that you met the night before are gone already. The fire's put out. So both the Leonins left. If you all remember what I was talking about, to do the little recap. And could everybody just give me a Constitution check and let me know which order you wake up in?
Okay.
All right. I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
I got a 14.
I got a 9.
Hey, Draven, I hate to tell you this, but that's a save. It's not a check.
Oh my god!
5 for me, Chief.
Whoever rolled the highest.
Let's try that again. All right.
Okay.
You got it. Another 20.
I mean, you go with it, but
I mean, you
It's
can
a 5.
you
Oh,
can just subtract off the...
I was gonna say we could go. Okay, who rolled the highest?
I guess it's me then if we go with the 5.
Okay.
Right?
And it was.
Well then, I would say Dr. Mercy, you are the first one awake in the morning. You kind of sit up, look around. The air is like this crisp. You can. It's kind of nice to get a good night's sleep. You've spent the past, as long as you can remember, kind of hiding out, like living behind walls and places, kind of doing like the whole I'm hiding and trying to do my work type of thing. But you kind of wake up, you stretch. You might have had to sleep on the ground, but it's softer than wood. So here we are. You take a look around, and I would say all of you kind of wake up around the same time. After that, all of you have been in a fight before, so you have that understanding of like when somebody's looking at you or when somebody's like, you have that feeling of like being watched type of thing. So having Dr. Mercy, the one who's fought the least out of all of you, wake up first, all of the rest of you kind of like immediately spark up in some way. But give me your morning routine. Talk to me about what we're doing here. The only thing that I do know about all of this is that we are going north into Bale.
I mean, I know for the doctor, she probably would, whatever potions she would need to get ready for the day, she would probably, without thinking about time, set up her little table.
Please describe your table, though. Like, explain what this is, because I think this is such a cool, interesting, unique piece of your character.
Right. She's used it as a weapon before, but basically it's a giant adamantine folding table, like with the little legs that pop out that she sticks on her back. But you would see her fold out the legs, set it down on the ground. It has little Bunsen burners and everything attached to the front of the table. So she's got little knobs she's turning on, lighting things, putting her little beakers and everything she's pulling out of her bag on it to mix together any little potions that she would need for the day. So that's probably what she would be doing when
give me a performance roll with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna need that. 10.
This is a very average day for you. You get a couple, I would say that you get 2 D4 health potions made out of this. You can distribute them however you want. They come in these little tiny injectors. So to use them, you don't drink them. You have to stick them into you.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can give them to whoever you want, as long as you explain to them how they work, please.
Gotcha. Add that to my inventory so I don't forget about that.
I could totally see Rashek being like, fun needles.
I feel like since Odie is what we were calling you before,
Yeah,
right? Odie? Yeah, Odie is her traveling companion, so I feel like with the eccentricities that Doctor brings along, as you're waking up, eyes open, laying on the ground, she would be just over you, looking at you like, you're awake. Good morning. I made you a special stabby health potion. And she'd just stick it in your shirt. Use that for later and pat it. And then just back off.
Morning, Doc. This feels, no matter where we are, at least we get to have the same routine.
Our same routine. I love it.
Appreciate you thinking of me. Is this also, and I'm good?
Like the
Great.
usual. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Right? Yep.
Thanks, Doc.
Fantastic.
I love that you have to Pulp Fiction your health potions.
What? What'd you say?
I said, I love that you have to Pulp Fiction your health potions.
Oh.
I think that Odie is so used to this. She doesn't jump. She literally opens her eyes and expects to see the doctor's face when she wakes up. Like, if she's in a bunk, if she's in a hammock, it doesn't matter. Like, just right here being like, good morning.
Love it.
Unfazed.
Draven, you wake up to the morning. It's not as bright as it would be in Chaun, obviously, but it is still, there's still like somehow through all of the fog and the magical covering of everything, there's that one single beam of light that just somehow leaks into the world onto Draven's glorious figure as he wakes up.
All canon. So at that point, I feel like Draven would kind of just start working on his armor, like make sure it's all well oiled and greased. He's learned that routine from his father to double check the armor before the day goes out. Just to make sure, add any enhancements and things like that. And then Draven's gonna call out, Odemir, come here. Let me take a look, make sure everything is in place. Come. He's gonna take out like a bunch of specialized tools and stuff like that. It's like, if you're gonna wear my armor, it needs to fit. It must look a certain way. Come.
All right, we're doing this. And she's like starts doing some squats, and there goes my popcorn. She's like doing some squats, and she's like starts like doing cartwheels and like being like, wow, this shit's snazzy. Thanks, Master D.
Yeah. So come.
D.
And so Draven is going to start tightening up some of the straps and things like that, making sure that they fit, take a few of his tools and, kind of like contour it a little bit so that it fits a little bit better. And he's going to tap Odie, be like, man, this looks really good on you, right? I'm so glad I gave it to my number one fan, and then like walk off.
So, some fun things.
Thank you so much. And
Yes.
starts bowing. Egregiously so.
Some cool things about armor from Chaun is so they're all armor of gleaming. Like no matter what kind of armor you get, if it's made by an ore specifically. To be further specific, the way the armor works is when an ore enchants the armor by signing their name on it, it becomes an armor of gleaming, so it can never get dirty or rusted or anything else, and you can't actually scratch it. So once an artificer or enchants the armor by signing their signature on it, it becomes better. And it's just a thing that happens.
Right. I love that. And of course I signed it to Omni, my truest fan from the Drave Master.
The Drave Master.
Oh my god.
The greatest piece of armor ever crafted, obviously.
Exactly. The greatest piece of armor ever crafted for a fan.
Odie would go over to the doctor and be like, hey doc, can you see yourself in it? It's cool, right? David gave it to me.
Oh my god, yes.
Jesus.
If we like breathe on it, like polish it. Oh no, it doesn't get any shinier.
Right? I am a walking disco ball, which isn't, what What an interesting concept for me. You know, I've done a lot of shit, but this is new shit, and it's fun shit.
Yes. As an armor wearer of Chaun now, you must always be a light in the darkness.
We'll work on that part.
Dang, you'll always be shiny, so there's no point in.
I was like,
You're
what's
automatically the light in the darkness. You're
Well,
welcome.
you know, Humble was already always better at sneaking around. So,
That is-
Wait, did you just say sneak?
Yeah.
yeah, Humble was always better at sneaking. I can't sneak in this. This is sneak proof. I'm gonna shine up any room that I'm in
Exactly.
currently.
As long as your quest is righteous, you never need to sneak. Ors do not sneak, and therefore you always should be seen. And as my fans, I will always see you.
That's
I
actually
would
kind
say
of
the quest is pretty righteous.
that was
As
actually
long as
kind of a
righteous
wholesome
pays my
statement.
pockets.
That was like a really wholesome statement if you think
It
about
was.
what just was said.
Wait, what?
That was like one of the most wholesome statements. Like, for Draven to be like, as my fan, I'll always see you, is like one of the most wholesome things I can imagine somebody saying. Like, that's wholesome as fuck.
Of course. I would always be there to support all of my fans. All of them. And
Odie.
Odie's one of them now. Odie.
Oh
my
Odie's
God,
gonna
did
go
I-
to the-
Okay.
I think you wrote Omni.
I did write Omni.
Was that not on purpose? I thought that was on purpose.
It's like a nickname or something. Yeah.
At least, you know, here's the thing. It's one letter off. Rock and Duke are very different words. They end in different syllables.
We're not doing
They're
this
just
right now.
so, look, I thought it was a thing. I was like, cool, this is fucking funny. This is
No, I remember like I started calling you Omni, but I was intending to switch over to call you Odie, but for some reason you were still
Okay,
Omni in my head.
We'll retcon it. It says Odie. It's fine. Let's just move on before I end up calling you Rock somehow. Okay, so moving on. Fuck. Onyx. You wake up. You see them all doing their thing. There's the friggin' Odie is doing cartwheels and armor. I think Rashek would probably be sitting next to you, kind of like the chillest out of everything going on, you know? So Rashek and Onyx, you have a moment to go ahead and plan before the chaos of the morning gets to you.
Ah, good morning.
Good morning, Onyx.
Hello.
Did you sleep well?
I slept like a rock. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Good. Are you ready for what? Are you ready to keep going?
Oh, yeah. I'm always ready.
Good.
Always.
Stock
Go
is
storm the
counting on us.
castle. Yeah.
We're gonna get stock back, and I want you to know. I may be the champion of the queens, but you are Stock's chosen champion. So this mission is just as much yours as it is mine. Once we get her, it will be your job to make sure Stock gets out safely. I'm going to make sure that this does not happen again.
Thank you, Lord Rashek. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I mean, I know I have such a responsibility as party leader and all. So.
And you've done a great job as party leader so far.
Thank you.
I believe in you, Onyx. We're going to get Lady Stock back.
Oh, right back at you. And with that, I think he'll look around and realize that he has some responsibilities to attend to, so he's gonna sort of go around the perimeter and check around, sort of investigate the doctor's table, look at it and nod approvingly.
As you're doing all that, whenever you look up and I catch eyes with you, I'm just gonna nod like, good job.
Since you're going around the perimeter, throw me investigation.
Okay. Oh god, my die is rolling in slow motion.
That's terrifying.
6.
6. Yeah. I mean, you're not really actually looking for anything real as far as you can tell. You're just kind of you're doing the thing. Like,
Yeah.
What you do notice on a 6 though is the 2 Leonins that were there the night before. They're gone. And as far as you can tell, they went to the south. So kind of the same direction you all came from. So if there were, and you know them, if there were anything coming from the south, they're gonna run into it first. So that's kind of you could take that as you will. Take it. But 2 large Leonins that were very capable in a fight are now walking towards whatever was coming for you. So that's fun.
Good to know.
The morning picks up. I think you're done making your potions now. We're done doing cartwheels and talking to fans. And
Screwball.
starting recording again. Back up a little bit. Rashek, you've walked this road before. It might have been for a long time ago, but it has been done. It looks a little different. It used to be a paved, like cobbled road. It was kind of nice. Now it's more cracked, ripped up, a lot of dirt and mud kind of soaking through. There's little tiny snowbanks here and there because of how like the difference in like during the war there was so much like there's like cold snaps and different like things. You can tell that this is a war-torn piece of ground. You know that it's a good half-day walk up before you even start seeing parts of Bale. So you guys have a while to go. Rashek, you gave me the last one. Onyx, you're the party leader.
Yeah.
Give me a D20.
All right. D20. That is a 6.
Is it another
Yeah.
6?
Well, the first one was an 8.
Very good. Give me that D12 on the fun table.
Okay. D12. I'm gonna need to get my own dice because this is just being not fast.
Do you want mine?
I got mine in my drawer right over here. That is a 10.
Where's Onyx's table?
Oh, is there not one? Oh, darn.
The
Automatic
fun
perfect
table.
day.
We got different definitions of fun, man.
Oh, here we go.
Back here.
Ooh.
For the most part,
Right.
the weather stays the same. You guys are walking up. I think you have some time to talk amongst yourselves as you go if you wanted to. So the road to Bale is, like I said, this is a war-torn road, but it's has these small, tiny shrubs that kind of pop up here and there, and they're like little collections, and they used to be these bushes that had these little berries on them, and people would come out and they would collect them, and they would and like this is what this part of it used to be, a very long drawn out thing. But when Chris lived here, Chris and Stock specifically wanted the road to their place to be fruitful and nice, so all these little berry bushes used to sprout out. So every once in a while you find one that's still full of these little berries, so you can grab them as you go. And there are like these large gashes in the ground. You can tell vampires have fought here in the past, probably recently. There are these little carriage tracks that go along the ground here and there. The sky stays that same tinge of gray, mind you, other than the spotlight that somehow is following Draven around. Not canon, obviously, but still fun to say out loud. And then comes the thicker air. It's almost like it slowly, you feel this it's like this waft of like when a smell gets so heavy that it like punches you as it hits you. this is what this would happen. And I think that honestly, Onyx, you having the best nose out of everybody. And if anybody has a perception above a 16, I will let you catch it first. Does anybody have a passive other than Onyx? Onyx is going to catch it immediately because of his nose. But does anybody have a passive perception above a 16?
Oh, 15.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 as well.
Cool.
Say I have proficiency, but no.
Dr. Mercy, I need you to roll history. But Onyx, you will catch it immediately as this smell, and like just it's like it's almost like when you're going somewhere and traveling, and it's like you can smell the manure fields from like forever away. This is different though. It's this weird. It's a very distinct spell. What'd you get on history?
23.
So it's specifically blood that is caked and already rotted. So it's it's normally it's cleaned or it's like washed away, or this is specifically like caked up, the smell of caked up blood. It has less of a copper smell to it than normal blood does. It's this festering type of thing. It's actually kind of weird, hard to describe. So we're going to go with that and just leave it there and not make it weird that I know this. So as that would hit you, this is right around the time you guys would be getting towards where the trees start to thin out and you get to the small fields right before Braille. Or Bale, sorry. I'm gonna call this town the right name at some point. But Benny, by all means, if you'd like to talk about this before we get going, there you are.
Now, you said that the scent would be something that I would be used to, or is
it's not something that you're used to. It's something that you know because you have done. This is blood that's been left out to literally rot. So you have to think it'd have to be something like it wouldn't be in a rag. It would be like caked onto something and then left there. And there has to be a lot of it to get to this scent. And you would have known that because you would have had, where you threw away your excrements from your tests and your stuff. So this is that scent before. Why you yell at people to clean your area, and if they don't do it at the right time, then it starts to smell like this. Whoa.
Excuse me, party leader, just heads up, that weird odor that you're smelling is, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. So when people clean my lab for me, and if they didn't do it efficiently the way that I wanted, and all the blood and all the stuff would cake up from all of my tests, this is typically what it would smell like. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I don't know what's coming up, but might be bad.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anything else around us, or is it just more like lines of berry trees on the path?
Shoot me a perception check.
Okay.
So, what kind of doctor were you for Tiberius again?
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
It's Dr. Professor. I have lots of hats.
Right.
She's the doc! What do you mean?
Cool. Just trying to get an idea of the field of study.
Mainly, I focused on magic and its presence and absence within our current world.
Does magic smell weird?
It can, actually. There's several different types, and there are different smells. That's a lot to go into, but yes, good question.
Do you
Thank you.
specifically focus on blood magic? Because most magic doesn't require blood.
It's the easiest thing that I have access to, and it's honestly the quickest thing I found that works.
I need to have a talk with Tiberius.
I just kind of really do my own thing, and I just kind of fill them in, quarterly reviews,
The people of Chaun are very special. I think they like their blood.
Oh, I have to use it if they don't want to. That's why I ask for the samples.
She actually gets a lot, believe it or not.
What was the perception check?
I got a 22.
Ooh.
22. Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. There are. So I said there were little snowbanks, and on a 22, you notice that one of the snowbanks, as you all are walking and getting closer to this area, has a large indent in it, like the size of an elephant's foot print. And other than that, there's little shrubs and, so, like I said, gashes. And as you're getting to this, you also can see that there's at least some movement just off in the tall grass in the field next to one of the other trees. But it's small. It's much shorter than what this indent could have been made by. So there you are.
Is it made? Well, can we determine if it was made by some kind of animal?
If you'd like to stop and go investigate it, we could do that. Yeah.
I want to. Can I just make a perception check about the print and the good? Like Odie's looking around now. Odie's not fucking around. Odie's actively scanning the area. I mean, she's always protecting the there, but
Yeah.
actively
Shoot me investigation.
Can I try, I guess, nature?
For what? What are
I
you?
wish
What,
it-
what are you?
I was
thinking?
going to specifically try to determine what the print was.
You could give me, yeah, if you're trying to figure out what kind of animal it is or something. Yeah, go ahead, nature.
And then, could I try to sneak
is
up
there?
on?
No, you go. Whatever you're gonna
Okay.
say is so much better than what I have to say.
I was gonna say, can I try to sneak up on the thing that I saw moving?
Oh yes, by all means. Stealth.
That is a nat 20 for a total of 23 for nature.
Okay. You're looking at it, and it's definitely not made by an animal. There is little there's like little pieces of skin left in it, and you, being who you are, grab it, and you notice that each piece of skin is slightly different. So it's a collection of skin that is left in its track.
Interesting. I would break off little tiny pieces because I'm weird, and just put little bits into my mouth and try as I put the rest into little bottles just to save them for later.
One of them is obviously human.
Ah, yep. Human.
And then I got an 8 on stealth.
Great.
Yep.
I would say that you get through some of the tall grass, and as you get about 15, 20 feet away from this thing and this tree and this sound, you hear, you don't need to sneak up on me. Just come on out then. And it's an old man in a rocking chair, just chilling with a rifle next to a tree and a big old wet bag.
Oh, hello.
You come out. He's got one really droopy eye, and he kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, I really expected you to be one of them wolves, but instead you're a lizard."
Yeah, I guess so.
Rashek
What
would start making his way over around this time, just following to see where Onyx went.
hi, Rashek, I'm over here. And then I'll turn back to the old man and say, what are you doing out here?
I used to live up ahead in Braille, but now there's no living there, so I'm now living here, and this is my tree, and you can't have it, and this is my sack of meat, and you can't have none of that neither, you old lizard.
Oh, okay.
As I walk up, would Rashek recognize this old guy at all?
No. There's nothing you could roll to recognize this old man. I'm sorry. This is just a old human guy that lives in this area.
That's cool.
What do you mean when you say there's no living in the town?
What do you mean? You're not from here. I don't think that we need to talk. I think that you need to get on getting gone.
Oh, okay.
I'll pat Onyx on the back and be like, "You've got this," and just kind of like encourage him, like, we still need to know what's going on.
Everything in me wishes you could have cast heroism.
Right. And then I'll turn back to the old guy and I'll puff off his chest and go, "You, sir, you need to tell us what's going on, because we're here to fix it."
God, please roll me a persuasion or intimidation check. Your choice.
We're gonna go persuasion. So that's +3. 15.
Okay. The persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
I think that he'd reach down real slowly into his bag of wet meat and pull out a pickled chicken foot and pull all the skin off of it and then point it at you and go, "I don't need to be doing nothing, but this old elf guy kind of looks like somebody that used to live here, so I'll just go ahead and say I don't got no more bullets and it's not worth shooting at you anyway." And then he's gonna flick the bone past Rashek.
Rashek's just calmly gonna step to the side and let it pass him.
Oh, I want that.
I got it, Doc. Don't worry.
Thanks.
What's your name, old timer?
Well, I'm Har. I'm just gonna take another one and out and eat it, and then flick it again.
Can't I just stop?
I'm Har Ito. Just gonna eat another one and flick it.
Rashek's just gonna have this comment. Rashek's not even gonna address the chicken bone flying at him. He's just gonna keep calmly stepping around.
Yep.
What's going on in the town?
If you're going north, you can go ahead and look at the town yourself, but it's not much to look at no more. Just ugly. Get away from my tree.
Ugly?
He's like, get away from my tree.
Onyx takes a step back, but just one.
We used to, okay, fine.
No.
Let me think.
Can I hear this?
Oh, I thought you all had walked up at this point.
Oh,
Have we? Wonderful.
yeah, we have.
Great, good. Odie immediately saddles up to Rashek and puts her arm around him and go, "Ugly how?" Immediately puts on this awful twang.
He's gonna look. He looks at you for a second, and then he goes, "Where'd you get that set of armor? That's not the set of armor we wear around here. That's bright."
Yeah, it's bright. It's some new shiny shit my friend just gave me over here. Ain't it swell?
And
Please
Draven
roll
about,
please roll a charisma check on advantage.
while that's going on, Draven would have stepped up and be like, "Allow me. I am Master Draven, Prince of Chaun. We've come to assist, and we could use your help, of course. Being a resident of Bale,
I don't live in Bale no more. That place not worth it no more. We used to be protected by wolves and fangers and all them nice people, but now there's not there nothing. I'm not going up there no more."
Why aren't they there no more?
What did you get on your charisma
I was so excited I got the 19 that the tongue
Beautiful.
got stuck. Okay, look, I'm real excited. This is how I normally talk.
Yep.
So I'm real
Let's
excited.
do it. Let's do it.
And look, sometimes I stutter. I got 19, but I do have the capability where 19s are technically crits for me. So, we could. Odie thinks every situation is a battle. She's constantly
does
fighting
she?
for her life.
She does to deal with me, so
19.
why would she not?
We're
19 is
as
just
a bodyguard.
19 is just a beautiful number. I think that he would settle on back and and he'd be like, "Well, look, no one up there is living no more, and even the undead ones are not living no more. And I just think I'm going to stay here next to my tree. I'm not here to help nobody. I'm going to eat my bag, and I'm going to yell at people, and then I'll probably go ahead and keep on moving south eventually. But right now, this is my tree, and y'all can't have it.
Nobody.
Well, it's a
wants
nice
your
looking
sir.
tree. No, it's a nice looking tree. No one here wants a tree, sir. So when you say even the undead ones are no longer dead or alive or nothing, what? So no one's there. If we go riding up right now, there's no one there.
Nope.
What happened? What happened to the wolves and what happened to the fangers? And
Well, I
Why
think
aren't-
that
why
if
aren't
you're
they there no
going,
more?
I feel like if you're going in that direction, you'll have to find out for yourself, and that's gonna be mighty fun for me. And I'm gonna sit right here and wait for you to come back this way and tell me. And he's gonna eat another one of the chicken bones. Flick 'em.
As it's,
Now,
you seem
sir,
like
I
a great man. How about I'll give you passage to Sean, and Draven will pull out a few coins from Sean and offer it to in exchange for information about the town. Since you're already moving south, you may stop and rest at my kingdom or stay, if you will. But this will give you a little bit of a head start, if you will.
Old man stands up, kind of like wobbly a little bit, uses his gun as like a walking stick. Looks at these coins in Draven's hand, and then turns around and goes, "How am my tree gonna get there?
Excuse me?
How are you gonna get my tree there?"
I assure you, sir, the great people of Sean are some of the most advanced in the world. We will have someone receive your tree after you've been thoroughly settled in.
We're in the works of building an arboretum. An arboretum. Ooh.
in Arby's.
Ooh, I love Arby's.
No, we're not doing this. Canceled. No more. We exit out there. Old man back to talking to Draven. There's no
What do you
Arby's
mean?
in this story.
But they have the meats.
No, this
So
old man
is he.
does. Right now, the only one who has the meats is this old man, and we're not going to go there.
Maybe your tree would find solace there, or you would find welcome there while your tree is being transported.
Did you try asking
Roll
the tree to
persuasion.
walk?
Roll persuasion, Draven.
Persuasion!
This guy's trees can't walk.
20, a dirty 20.
Old man's going to take the 2 coins out of your hand and put it in his pocket. And he's going to look at you. He's going to put his hand out and he's say, "All right. My name is Har Eat Toe, and I'm going to make a deal with this young, shiny Master Draven fella. Gotta shake my hand now.
Oh,
Shake my hand, boy."
yeah, yes.
All right.
He's gonna put out his hand.
He's gonna grab your hand and shake it real hard, nice and soggy, and then he's gonna look at his hand and spit out one of the bones and flick the little chicken thing off to the side, and he goes, "I'm expecting to see you pick my tree up and bring it with me. And until then, y'all go up ahead and fight those things. And then you come back and tell me it's safe, and we'll make our way from there. And if you ask me what those things are, I don't know. It's real big."
Well, I advise you find somewhere safe to be. If
I'm going to stay with my tree, and y'all go find somewhere safe to go.
We were hoping you would give us the information before we went up there, and then I would give you the coins so that when you got to Sean, you could tell someone to come get your tree.
What information?
my friend, time is short. As you can tell, you've already been this place. There is enough going on in the world. You are in danger here. You will be in danger back in your village, as you've already said, and you're not really guaranteed to be safe heading south. You should take the protection offered and move along. That way we can clear out, save your town, and you can eventually come home with your tree.
Grabs his bag of soggy chicken feet and starts walking away and goes, no, I'm not allowed to keep my tree. I guess I'm just going to go over to this Chaun fella and talk to him. He just starts walking down the road.
What a nice guy. Too bad he didn't tell us where the wolves and the vampires went before we decided to let him go on his merry way, and we had you two decide to come on in when I was asking him. So thank you kindly.
That was fucking amazing.
Oh, so Draven, do we need to mark which tree it is so when they come to get it, they'll know?
Odie, they're gonna know. I'm Odie. I don't fucking care. Having to just watch that happen. Holy shit. Doc,
I'll
we're
ribbon around
gonna
this
go.
tree so they know which tree.
You know what,
When your
Doc,
dad.
that is a great idea. Let's do that. Let's put a ribbon around the tree just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. So your dad will know when he comes to get it later.
Yeah, no, he's not coming, but we'll send someone for sure.
But wait, I thought we promised him the tree. That's why we gave him coins.
Yeah, but somebody from Chaun will come collect the tree.
The roundabout way all this happened has been very pleasurable to me.
So, because we don't know what, Odie's looking at Rashek and be like, because we sent him on his way, Mr. I used to live in this town and I don't live anymore. Do you know a roundabout way around Bale? Because I don't want to go nowhere. The people and the undead are both not living.
Let's put it this way. Before we talked to the old man, we would have assumed that Bale was still a functioning town. At least we know we need to proceed with more caution. Dealing with that old man was only going to waste more time, and the information we did get will be beneficial. We know we need to move with caution, and we know we now need to scout ahead to make sure we don't walk in blind into something that eviscerated an entire town. The details we can figure out along the way, because looking at the state of that old man, the information we would have got might not have been the most reliable anyway.
Oh, sure. Along the way, Odie picks up a flower on the ground and goes, excuse me, kind sir, can you please tell us where the wolves and vampires went?
Is it talking to you yet?
Did you learn spell while we were walking? That's so
Right,
cool.
Rashek is just sitting here waiting for a response because he knows people that can speak with plants.
Odie, he knows magic. Give it to him.
Jesus Christ. Rashek, also roll me a history check real quick, please. Keep going.
Also, did the
I,
guy
was like,
leave
I
the
know
book?
people that talk to plants, so this isn't weird for me.
Odie's just being a shit.
Did the guy leave the bucket of chicken on the?
No, he definitely
Absolutely not. He
dragged that
definitely
away with
did
him.
He
Okay.
just threw all the bones that I'm conveniently picking up.
I mean, technically, he's not far, Odie. You could probably tackle him.
Do you want me to go get him?
No, you stay here.
Okay.
That's a 15 on history.
So there isn't like a good way around Bale, because you're trying to get to a specific spot to use a passageway through the hills. So you want to get to a specific, you know where it is too, because it's where the keep is, at the northern part of Bale. There used to be a large like Mott and Bailey little castle area, but it's like a smaller keep, and then the back of the keep had some like think like a little cottage, and that was specifically there for Stock and Chris to be like playing house in, basically, and then basically if you go through the floorboards there, you get to the secret passageway that leads into the mountains that you're trying to get to. So you know that because you were there when it was built. Right after their wedding.
Okay, so party leader, we now know that the town ahead is not going to be as hospitable as we first thought. We need to keep that in consideration as we move forward. We can't send Draven or Odie to scout. They're too fantastic and would draw too much attention to themselves. So we will need to send someone ahead in order to scout.
You'll hear, as you're talking, I mean, I could go and realize that Humble's still there.
Yeah.
Humble! I was wondering when you show back up.
As reliable as always, Humble.
I know. Isn't she great?
I didn't expect you to actually go anywhere after you told us you were going to leave. I knew you were around here somewhere.
I can do the scout thing, and then I am going to implore one last time that we don't go to the castle, that we leave. But I am not going to push it because you're already this far. So I'll scout, and then I'll come back, and then I'm going to have to leave this time for real.
Stock, you know as well as I do, we cannot avoid going to Dracula's castle as long as Stock is there.
Right.
How has Tiberius stopped looking for his queen?
No, I'm supposed to go do that after this is over.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that'll be the next part.
I understand
Humble
if
just
you cannot
rolls
stay
her
with us
eyes
the entire
real hard.
I understand if you can't stay with us the full time, but if you can get us information on at least getting into Bale so we can make it to the passage, you'll be free to turn back after that. And you can at least let Tiberius know what's going on here.
Great. Okay, stay here a minute. I'll be right back. And she takes 3 steps back and then it vanishes into a shadow. And you see a couple footsteps in the snow run away.
Love it when she does that.
Do you think we could convince her to ring a bell before she shows up? Just something, just a little, hey, I'm about to appear in front of you type of. Obviously, I haven't known her very long.
How loud are you
You
saying that?
really are.
How loud are you
Right.
saying that?
I would probably be saying it out loud. I mean, I'm talking to everybody in the group.
Okay, hold on a
She'd be
second.
like,
Hold on a second. I gotta roll to hit you real quick.
what?
Do I hit you on a 21?
You do not.
Okay. You watch as a small brass jingle bell flies out of the tree line and goes past you and rolls onto the snow.
I think she heard me.
I mean, I don't think you could ask for any sort of better warning, man. That was.
I mean, that's it. That's it right there.
You really are your father's son. I think your father said almost the exact same thing at one point.
Well, that would make sense, obviously. And then Drave's gonna look around and be like, expected her to appear now.
Very cool. You guys
I like
have
the surprises.
you guys have a good about 45 minutes to fuck around. What are you gonna do in 45 minutes while you sit here? What are we doing?
I
past
would
time?
love to give Odie a history of Chaun and the great armor, right? I feel like as another armor wearer, especially of Draven's armor, that I could regale her with that history so that she knew the
I
greatness.
have some really interesting questions then. How did I know that this is what was going to come up? I'm so happy with myself.
While all of this is happening, Rashek's going to go in the corner. He's going to pull out his little pendant around his necklace, and he's just going to sit in the corner and kind of pray for a couple minutes while y'all do
Okay.
this.
Right.
Onyx, while I do this, what are you doing?
I think he's gonna try to climb a tree and look around.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Maybe
great.
look up. Yeah.
45 minutes. I'm gonna say you know how to climb a fucking tree. So we'll
Okay.
give you. We'll.
He'll get there eventually.
I
He's got these
need.
guys.
From you, I'll need a nature and then a perception check. Doc, what you doing?
I want to listen in on the cool Chaun history. That sounds
Okay,
great.
great, perfect. Draven, I have a couple questions for you before we do the whole history thing.
Okay.
One, is this armor that you specifically made, or is this armor that was made by your father that you gave her?
I think it was armor specifically made by my father and mother. In my head, it was like specifically for me, and it's kind of like I have more than one set, right? So I'm thinking like, specifically made by my father, maybe like doused in cold fire by my mother, type of
beautiful,
thing.
Okay, in that case, you can add cold resistance to your character sheet there, Alex. Because if it is made by his mother as well, then you would have cold resistance.
I'm glad being here.
What part of Sean's history are we talking about today?
Okay. So glad you asked now. We are starting off with, like, obviously, right, my father, the great king of Sean, maybe some of his highlighted adventures.
Yep.
And the fact that I've started putting together those adventures into books and stuff like that.
Very cool.
Writing down all the incredible stories that my father has told me, and I feel like Draven's getting some of them mixed up, but for the most part, I feel like, he's like, I've gotten a lot of the detail down.
Cool. In these stories, since they are of Croxus and Saphira, would they have Rashek in them?
Yes, they would, wouldn't they? Yes.
Great. Okay. Well then, roll me a history check, please.
All right.
The whole time, I feel like I've heard Draven tell this
24.
story so many times to his fans.
It was a what?
You said a history check, right?
Yeah, what was it?
A 24?
I heard 44.
Whoa,
I heard 44 too.
Like, I heard 44 as well, and I was like, oh, Draven's just the god of history at this point.
Okay, let's do that. It's a 44.
No, it's
let's go
not.
with that
It's
number.
a 24. Okay. 24.
You guys don't have a plus 25 to your best stat?
Whatever. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Okay.
I imagine I've heard Draven tell this story so many times. I'm over here, eyes closed, praying, just mouthing along to Draven's story because he's just got it down.
Yeah, I think that you would talk about, like, specifically, like different things, but I think that in the middle of all of it, like, little weird, like, there would be like weird differences in what actually happened as to what there was, but all of it would be there. But like out of nowhere, it'd be like, yeah, and then Rashek's best friend Nova was there, and they had to do this whole thing, and you would talk about like the like Earth Genasi that was with them, and how she was like this wonderful rogue, and so there's like little weird tiny wrong things going. Oh, and then like there's like this gnome that had all of Draven's tools in her hat, and that's why, and then like they were like best friends, and he built her this giant like board to ride around in, and like so like there are like weird details that are just interestingly wrong, but the stories are like there. And because Draven rolled a 24, I would say that you all are pretty interested in this shit. Like, I would say that is very well said out loud.
Tying there that the armor never has broken in the history of all ore armor.
That's true. Up until this part of history, ore armor's never broken.
Wow.
Got a little while first to go before we get there, but not yet.
Haven't run into any bunnies yet.
God help you all. So yeah, you all can decide on how much you enjoy the stories, but I would say that either way, it's like captivating. Like whether you enjoy the story or not is up to you, but I would say that it's like one of those things where like you can't look away or listen. Like it's a good story. Like it's well put.
Right. Now you understand why our armor is gleaming.
Oh, no, we would thoroughly enjoy the story. I feel like Odie and the Doctor are sharing some form of actual popcorn, or whatever the world, or whatever popcorn exists. Like, and Odie makes like remarks of like, and then what happened? Oh my god! But, like she's actually enjoying it. She just enjoys being like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I feel like the doctor would be like, duly noted. I want you to teach me how to add cool, like more robotic parts to myself in a better way.
Rashek, if you could give me a religion check, that'd be great.
Religion?
Draven feels like he acquired another fan in the doctor. This is great. He's thrilled.
I mean, I want something cool to be a fan of the Drave Master. Yeah.
That is a 16 on religion.
Okay. You're going to gain my kind of version of inspiration. So what it's going to be is, because you took time out to sit there and do your thing, you have a +1 that you can add to any roll after you've rolled it for the rest of the campaign. You can pick when you use it, how you use it. Just make a note of it, please. But yeah, you have a +1, and you don't have to use it ahead of time. You can roll something, look, and say. You do have to use it before I tell you if you failed or passed, though.
Of course.
But any check. But this can be any roll period. It can be damage. You can add that 1 extra damage to something if you want, or just 1 to hit. Like whatever it is. This moment you use the calm you get of this moment to do that. Mr. Onyx, you are
so
high up in a tree. What do we get?
Yeah. Okay, so did you say nature was the first roll?
Nature and then perception.
Could we do like survival or athletics to climb the tree instead?
No, this is not to climb the tree. I said you got the tree. I just want to.
Gotcha.
It's going to tell me what kind of information I give you from based on what you're.
The nature roll is a 6. The perception is a 23.
Okay. Nature wise, like you don't notice anything. Nature wise, like you're looking around, you're like, fucking trees to me.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just.
It was not my turn with the brain cell on that one.
That's cool. Yeah. You know, you're just, bunch of trees, some sky, thumbs up. That's what it's supposed to look like. And perception though, you're looking off into the town, and then it hits you. What you could have gotten from the nature check also hits you. There's nothing. There's no smoke from the town. There are no extra lights. There are no birds. There are no bugs. There's nothing. It's like stale air in front of you. And then a town and trees. It almost looked like if there was no breeze, it could have been a painting of a dirty town. But that's and it really, I think it would really set in on you. And because of that, I'd like you to roll me a d20. This is a panic check.
14.
14's good. You pass it. That being said, you do feel it. You feel that panic well up around you. You feel that like it's like that moment where your stomach drops for a second when you have the realization of like how extra weird this is. As you're climbing down is pretty much the exact time. Actually, please roll me a perception check on your way down, and see if you catch Humble on the way back.
That is 18.
Nope. As you get down off the tree, Humble's gonna be there, and she'll like offer to help you down. You miss her. She's like, oh, okay, well, anyway, and then she walks alongside you.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, Humble. I always enjoy the surprise of just someone popping up.
Yeah. It's a habit. Sorry. Hey. I can't get too close to the town. There's a lot of blood everywhere, and there's nobody there. So you should have a pretty easy time going through if you're quiet.
Is the blood impeding your progress?
No. It's empty. I don't see anything. I mean, I just did a quick, up and back, but
You actually entered the town, though.
I didn't want to come out of. I was hidden, but I didn't like walk through the main gate or anything. But I did sit on the wall and look around.
It was weird when I was looking at it too. Remind me why we're going here again. If no one's here, can we just go around?
The passage we need to sneak into the mountains to make our way up towards Dracula's castle without having to fight his entire army along the way is through this town. So, if whatever happened here is gone, this could be beneficial, but don't lose your head. We still move quietly and quickly as not to draw attention and bring anything back this way.
I hate to break it to you, but like the prince over here is pretty attention grabbing, and now he's made me. I don't know how.
It'll be fine. He said if our cause was righteous, which it is, everything will go perfectly fine. Yeah, you did say that kind of, didn't you? Say that.
Humble.
I did.
Humble's gonna interrupt real quick and go, I've fought a lot of vampires, and I've killed more wolves. None of this is that. I don't know what any of that is. In fact, Rashek, you've been with me. We've been around for a long time. You've much longer than me.
You don't need to call me old, Humble.
You're older than Tiberius. And she'll smirk.
My father said you were pretty old.
I think this is the first time you've ever seen Humble like smile genuinely, and I think it would be creepy as fuck, like Batman smiling.
How old is old? Like when we say old,
Yeah.
like I have pairs of socks that are pretty old.
How old are you?
Old
My father
enough.
says he was like several hundred years old already when he met him. So
Okay.
So like
Draven.
older than 20 or 30?
I love Onyx
A
so
little
much. I'm sorry.
A little bit.
Fucking God
You're
damn.
like
The
1,000 or something.
That was so cute.
My age is not relevant to what we are here to do. Let's move along.
Humble is gonna look, but Humble's gonna say, but this is, I don't know what it is. It's weird, and you need to be careful. And once again, we could just leave.
Yeah, but Lady Stock is in the castle. No, we need to go save her.
She's a dragon. She'll
Yeah.
be fine.
unfortunately, I was personally summoned to assist Rashek.
I think this would be the first time that Odie and the Doc hear that Stock is a dragon. I would like to just point that
Yep.
out.
Odie's eyes get wide, but she'll nudge the doc.
Did he say
Like-
dragon?
I also don't think the Doc would have ever had a sample of of dragon anything. So this is just a moment to have there for you.
Like,
That's
would
why-
he hear that? Like, would I hear that?
Yeah,
They
no.
would just-
I'm yes. You know who Stock is,
I
but
do, but I'm trying to figure out, like, would I hear that they didn't know that Stock was a dragon?
I don't know. I don't know if you'd realize it, but I do know that this is for them. This is the first time they're realizing Stock is a dragon and not some princess that Onyx has made her out to be.
It can be both.
No, she is both. But when you say princess, everybody imagines one thing in their head, and then finding out she is a dragon later on, finding out she's a lich dragon is gonna be even funnier. But but yes, but Humble going, she's a dragon, she'll be fine, and we all know this. I think that, and then she's gonna look and see your eyes get wide, and then see the doctor's face, and I think it's just gonna insight wise. She'll take it, and she'll just be like, Rashek, I'm gonna go. Please be careful.
You do the same, Humble. Let Tiberius know what's going on here, and if he can send back up, tell him to do so quietly. The queens do not know what we're doing here, and as you can imagine, they would not take kindly to finding out that.
I would say that you only have a short while before Vlad gets back to his castle.
Oh, I hope to run into Vlad.
They left.
That's part of the reason I'm here.
She's gonna not face palm, but really you'll see it in her face, like the gravity of what you said, and she's just gonna say, "Well, his carriage left with at the same time I did, so there's only so fast you're all gonna get there before him. She's gonna look and say, Doc, be careful.
Yep.
Odie, you are left in wonderful hands, and I'm sure that you will have all the fun you could have ever wanted here.
I know. I'll make sure to take care of Odie, Humble. I know.
And then
She's taking good care of you, Doc.
I
We're
think
good.
she's gonna hand Odie a silvered throwing dagger, and
Ooh.
and then step backwards and then say, Draven, tell your father I said hello, and then just pop out.
Never gets old.
Draven, do I
Doesn't.
hit you on a? I don't hit you on a 19. Another bell flies past you as she leaves.
I think she messed up the order.
Thanks for your help.
But there you go.
Thanks
And
for
he's
trying.
like turn to Rashek and be like, we're taking on Dracula, like Draven's excited. He's like, oh shit, like this is going to make me a legend too. Oh yes, okay.
Draven, you are here to help Onyx get stock out of the castle.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Draven's like, the fuck I am.
I mean, I hope y'all know that he's pretty strong.
My
I've-
father has
Yeah.
already taken him down once before.
Oh,
He's no match for us.
okay.
Probably.
Cool. Are we all going to bail now?
Yeah, we're going to start making our way to Bale. To address your earlier comment, Odie, yes, you and Draven are very shiny. But from our scouting report and from what we heard from the old man, there's no one actively patrolling. So visual cues may be okay for us to sneak through. The main thing is going to be not to draw too much attention to ourselves by making too much noise or scouring too far. We're headed straight to our goal and we're not going to get sidetracked. Right, group?
So,
Yeah.
yes to what you said.
Hiking,
but-
no shopping.
Well, it's two things. One, he said no one, but he didn't say nothing. And to have a town completely empty in this area, I don't buy for 1 minute. Two, I don't think the prince over here has ever snuck a day in his life.
We
No,
don't
he
so-
has not.
We
The
don't.
noise part, I didn't necessarily also mean the shiny part. So I gotta say, this armor's fantastic, but it's not exactly quiet.
I mean, just don't go blowing things up or destroying homes or houses. We warned you when we first met that we were going into danger. Onyx and I specifically are willing to give our lives for Lady Stock. Draven is here knowing full well the adventure and the peril of traveling with us on this journey. You and the doctor are more than welcome to turn back with Humble. We will bring you your notes and tell you all of the adventure. Draven is more than likely going to have a ballad written about this by the
Absolutely.
time we get back.
And with you wearing my armor, you can walk into Sean and tell them you were given, and I signed it. So
You are
may ask
basically
Screwball.
Bail. And the gates of Baal are normally like these large, pretty like onyx colored, black colored gates, but they are like torn down and left aside. There are the stench is coming, like wafting from this place still. Are we just walking through the front gate, or how are we doing this?
Hey,
Odie,
Rashek, you're good at magic, right? You know magic?
He's the best at magic. Best I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you think that what if there's like an enchantment on the town, right? Do you think they have like a magic wishbone or like a lucky goblin's toe that's messing with things?
Oh my god. Probably.
that is a very good point. There could be some kind of magic around the town.
Yeah.
Since I am so proficient in it, let me stand and see if I can determine if something is powerfully magic coming from the area
Yes.
by doing an arcana check.
I don't know what Arcana means, but go for it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, you'll learn it when you get your doctorate.
Do it.
It's
Do it. That was adorable. Please do it. That was the most fourth wall bullshit, but I love it.
I got a 17.
Listen, if anyone is aware that there is a fourth wall, I feel like it'd be the doctor.
It would be the doctor if anyone could see the fourth wall.
Nothing. There's no magic here.
Okay, awesome. So,
Nope, just a boring old town. I think we can just walk on through.
excellent.
How about we walk around the town and then we enter the town at the place where we need to get in? Because y'all, there's something. I've been around here too often. It's too quiet. I've never encountered quiet. And this is we should just not walk through here.
It's certainly not the ticker tape parade I'm used to, but you know.
Well, Rashek, is the house that we're looking for? Let me guess, it's in the dead center.
It's toward the back.
We don't have the time to make our way through those wilderness surrounding the town if we intend to get there and get stock out before Dracula arrives.
The town
All right.
is
Sounds like it's decided.
The town is surrounding the the keep part, and then behind the keep is where like their little, like I said, they have like a little like a play cottage, like, but it's a whole real actual house, but it's there.
So, Draven, do we just like walk through? Like, how do we do the whole righteous? Like, is there like a stance?
Oh, actually, there is. Right? It's a little. Well, I
I would love
assume.
to learn it. I want to
Just-
know.
So yes, you take a deep breath, and then you expand your chest on the next one. Suck in your diaphragm. There you go. Shoulders wide, and I push open the gate.
When do we exhale?
Rashek's just gonna pat Onyx on the back. You're good, buddy.
Stop breathing the whole time.
Also, didn't you say that the gates were on the ground?
No, I said one of the gates is like peeled back on the ground. The other one was kind of like there, so he could have hit the gate.
And we just go forward.
Cool. Okay, so the gate opens.
Draven, the pushing down the big metal gate is part of the not drawing too much attention
It's
thing.
a routine. We have to do it.
So you go, you get
gate fell on
into
its
the
own.
front of this town.
Odie's
there-
last. Following all of you, Doc's in front of me. I'm like, nope, we're not doing this. We
Totally
should go.
fine. I've got the phone.
The front of the first house that you would see, like the first building, is just caked in like, it looks like brush strokes of blood, if the brush was made by like a tree trunk. I would need people to give me an investigation roll of some kind, of however you're going to inspect what's going on here. Or you can leave and not do it. I don't know. Like, but this is where we're at this second.
Rashek,
Go ahead.
we already knew that something terrible happened here. And I'm just speaking for me particular, I don't think I would be looking too in detail at, I would more be looking around just to make sure nothing springed out on us instead of looking in detail at the like blood everywhere. So can I give like a perception check to just like
Perception for
scout
that?
around as we move forward? And if anyone else wants to go investigate in detail, you can.
Cool.
We don't have time to be messing around and checking things
Exactly,
out.
which is why
Right.
I'm doing the perception check as we walk and not stopping to focus on the blood and the details.
I'm just
Instead of
saying
doing an
we
investigation.
don't have time to walk on the wall around the perimeter instead of walking it all the time.
We just gotta walk straight. I'm just focused on my pose, just making sure I'm keeping it right as we're going. Beeline.
There you go.
You look great, Doc.
Very proud of you.
Okay.
I can't wait to get to Sean after this. Do you think the other people walk like that there too? I'll already be acclimated.
Only fans walk that way because I've specifically shown them, but
Oh. Okay.
that's how you identify some of the fans.
What's your
Got it.
perception?
Let's see. That was a 9.
There's nothing.
Okay.
Empty town. Some of the doors are ripped off the front of the buildings, but generally, as you're going through and actually, as you get towards like the next row of buildings, there's no blood on them either. It's just an empty town.
Quick thing, that footprint we saw earlier, was it facing the town or away from the town?
Facing.
So now that we're inside and we're, running towards our, destination, like as we're running, can I do like just kind of a blanket arcana, kind of like feel around?
Sure.
I'm saying like maybe it's like
No,
part
it
of
makes
my
perfect
tech
sense.
or
Good. Arcana.
yes. Let's roll it. 22.
There's absolutely no magic other than what is on you or in Rashek.
Did you just say in?
Well, I mean, Rashek has magic in him. He's beautiful.
Oh.
And obviously I'm Draven.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Basically, there's nothing strikes you as
Right.
nothing magically strikes you as weird. Please roll me history there, Rashek.
Okay. Not as good as the last one. That's a 2.
You having no modifier to this is insane.
Hey, the last one was a 16 with no modifiers.
So, I mean, it's kind of fuzzy because you've only really been here twice. And the second time you were here to remove Stock and Chris from this place. So it's you know where you're going, but you don't know if there's like a secret way to get over there or not. It just happens. You just happen to know that you got to go over the little tiny bridge over the little waterway, and then you go in, and then instead of, that you don't have to actually go inside the keep, you could just go around to the back of the keep, and then there's like this wooded area that has a nice little like the play cottage in it, and the floorboards of the cottage is where you're going.
So yeah, just a general idea, but like no detail. But that's more than fine. Rashek came here expecting to walk into danger.
Yeah.
That is the point. So at this point, if there's nothing visually standing out to him, and if Draven didn't pick up on anything, he's just moving forward, trying to get to our destination.
Yeah, you get to where the bridge is supposed to be. It's missing, but it's just like a creek, so you could hop over and go ahead and walk through the front gate of the keep if you wanted. The gate's there. The gate of the keep has just sloshes of blood all over it. This is where now you start figuring out where all of this scent is coming from. And you don't really need to check. You can tell that it's some ruin or some kind of symbol that is and then the whole wall, all of the brick laid walls are just it's like if somebody was painting symbols in blood all around everything.
I feel like Draven would like whisper like, "Hey Doc, is that your kind of magic?"
Can I look at that and try to see if it's symbols I would recognize?
Well, I can go ahead and roll me so for you I think it would probably be either a medicine check or a straight arcana check. Draven, you can roll history though.
Oh.
And so can Rashek. Rashek, you have history on advantage. Draven, your normal history.
Hey Onyx, how's it going?
No, I only got a 10 for Arcana.
Onyx, you trying to do any kind of investigating, or either of you, anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll look around, see if anything reminds me of Stock.
So can my fans get like advantage since I'm watching them?
On what?
On her Arcana check.
No.
I got a 12 on history.
I mean, I thought it would, you know.
I didn't try the medicine since I didn't do good on the Arcana check.
If you want.
I got a 20 on perception.
I got a 23 on history check.
I got a nat 1 on history. I think my head hurts a little bit.
I got a 15 on medicine.
Cool. Draven, you have tried to like catalog your father's adventures, and you've talked to your mom, and you've put stuff together, and you with your medicine check, you can tell that this is a mix of fresh and old blood, and little scratchy scratches of different kinds of things. So some of it has been and then also what would I think pique your attention as well is that some of it is definitely vampire, some of it's werewolf, some of it's human, some of it's undead, some of it is probably corpse like related like pieces. Like this is just a collection of anything that was here just made. Draven, you've done stories and you can't this is not anything in any of these stories. None of these symbols remind you of anything except for like just that you don't remember anybody making things out of blood even. Like this is like you're in your head this is vampire bullshit at this point. Rashek, what did you roll for history?
12.
It's been a long time. And you're looking, and then one of the symbols looks slightly like a symbol from your childhood. And it almost takes a minute for it to like jog back to you. But it's the symbol for the Temple of Blossom Rain, where you grew up, where you met Chris. And I think you'd have mixed feelings about that.
Yes, just seeing that, he wouldn't say anything, but if you were paying attention, he would kind of stop and stiffen up more than usual.
On a perception of a 24, you said?
20.
On a 20, I think you'd catch him stiffening up, but you'd also notice that, again, no animals, nothing, but there is a light in the keep. And it's the first light that was on. And it's firelight.
Is the keep where we need to go?
You know, you have to go around it and go into the thing, the pretend cottage behind it.
Okay. Odie will clock the light and notice Rashek stiffening up or quickly, so she'll quickly tap him and nod in the direction of the light and shake her head, no, and just so we can keep walking.
Rashek's gonna nod. His eyes will flick up, see the light, and in a low voice will be like, "It's not what we're here for anyway." So, and he's gonna agree. We're just gonna keep moving around the outside of the keep.
Cool. Although you recognize the symbol on a 12, you don't remember what it means. You just remember It was one from your childhood.
Okay.
Cool.
And now seeing that and seeing that light, as I kind of guide everyone to move forward, I'm going to hang back towards the rear just to kind of watch our rear to make sure something doesn't come out of there and follow behind us.
Cool.
Odie's got the rear. I'd let you know if something's coming out, so you don't have to feel like, because you know the way to go. So, like, you have to lead. Like, we don't know the way around, so, like, Odie will push you up. And be like, come on, man.
So...
I got it.
Are you going to... So you have to get behind the keep. Are you going to the right or the left?
To the right.
Very cool. So you
Actually, whatever is going to put us on the opposite side of that window, so no one potentially looks out and sees us.
Okay, so the right. You move around. The side of the keep has a thin, like, gated wall. You could see through the gate. You could see it's like a big, like, just Stock's version of a white picket fence, if you get what I mean. Gothic horror elements, and and it looks off into just a deep forest, and then you would turn and you could see through here little, very tiny, very old looking, worn, just wooden cottage sitting off there. Everybody can roll stealth real quick, and then not even needing perception. There's lights on in the cottage. Fire lights.
So what are we rolling?
You're rolling stealth.
This disadvantage bullshit is annoying.
5.
So what do we all get?
Well, I still got my awesome heroic Chaun pose with an 8.
Cool.
I got
Why did you have to go at disadvantage, Mercy?
Because I wear it's whatever armor I have on.
Oh. Never
'Cause
mind.
my character actually wears heavy armor.
really.
Draven, don't you have to roll on disadvantage?
I already did. I got a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Sorry, it only showed up once.
Cool.
I got a 10.
I'm at the top with a 12.
Nice. All right, so collectively below
We are
10.
one big cuddled group.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
So you turn. It's a straight walk to the cottage. There are 2 fire lights on in the cottage.
Oh.
They're dim. Candles, probably.
Rashek, was someone supposed to be home? Was someone gonna meet us here?
From what we've heard, there should be no one here. Except for whoever did this.
Hey, hey, Doc, can you do your special magic again?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That's right, just get the pose,
There you go.
the arms.
Were you doing an Arcana check?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the Arcana check pose.
Great. Yeah, go ahead, roll. Roll with advantage.
I already have advantage on Arcana, but 22.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm going to use Divine Sense because this doesn't necessarily have to be what ravaged the town. This could just be an opportunist, someone not quite as flighty as that old man looking to take advantage on having a town and all the pickings to himself.
Okay, so on the Arcana check, you got a 22?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a nat 20?
No.
Okay. 22. There's no real magic or nothing strikes you as odd magically.
Nope, not getting any feelings, Master
What's your
Drave.
divine sense do?
Lets me sense anything affected by the Hallow spell and know the location of any celestial fiend or undead that's not behind total cover within 60 feet.
Celestial fiend or undead. You said within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Something would well, I mean, undead wise, everything's undead. The doctor goes off. But so other than her lighting up, and probably Onyx lighting up a little bit too. I think that about 60 feet or so out ahead of you, there would be a dim light. It's not really a undead, but it's close enough. There's like a dog there. I think like a warg. And it's just sitting there like ripping apart one of the bodies that obviously has been used for whatever's going on. It's not really paying attention to you.
Is it in our path to where we need to get to? Well, we need to get into the
You have
cottage,
to go
right?
inside the cottage, so it's theoretically in your path, but It's
Okay.
also not like uncommon for this area to see a warg. Just saying, like,
So, for the time being, I'll just
it's kind of like seeing a
Make it-
coyote. You know what I mean? Like there, it's weird because you're like, oh shit, why is this out here? But it's not unheard of.
right. Okay. Especially for where we're at.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I was just going to turn back to everyone, and looks like
Although it would be weird that it pinged as undead for you.
but only faintly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to just get prepared. There's clearly something has been in there, and that's where we need to go. Doc, what exactly? Never mind. I need to get my thoughts together. I'll ask later.
Yep, table that for later.
Is everyone ready?
Always.
Yep.
Who's going first?
I will.
Oh, okay.
Cool. You get to roll.
Onyx, you can come with me.
Okay, Onyx, and we'll do a joint. Onyx and Rashek. Roll me a perception check as you walk forward. The person in the back, which is probably Odie, you can roll me survival.
Can I cast Longstrider before we go in?
By all means.
So I'm going to
14.
use it at second level, and so I'm going to cast it on me and Odie.
Okay.
Hey!
Nice.
I'm going to tap you and be like, "Welcome to the club."
That's awesome.
No more fan, baby!
What did you jointly get for perception?
I got a 7.
I got a 16.
So we'll say 14.
Yeah.
Cool.
14 survival.
Okay. 14 survival. You there is a large tree trunk that like flies to the side of you guys. And then on a 14, I'm gonna say that you realize what you feel like is a tree trunk. So you would stop them from going too far before it would like take one of them off. But as you round the corner of the keep to where there's just an open run to it, the warg kind of looks up. You see as this large creature kind of like steps from the side of where the cottage is, and he's holding just this, almost like if you had picked up a human being and just wrung them out. He's just holding this thing like it's just dripping, and he looks over, and it's this large. You would say it's an ogre if it looked like an ogre, but it's that size, and it's just got scars and like inlaid ruins like dug into its own face and all over its skin. It looks like patches of itself are missing, and it's just this giant abomination. It's the best version of whatever it could be. It's just a monstrosity, and its eyes looking at you, and it sits for a second, and hold on, I have something written down. It just rumbles in this voice, and you hear him say, I needed more for my easel. Go. And then you see as the warg looks up, goes and starts running towards you guys. And we can all roll initiative. And I have a map. Initiative order. Doctor with a nat 20, you get to go first. So you see the warg running towards you guys, and it's going pretty fast. But you also see this giant, for better or worse, ogre, abomination. I'm gonna start calling it, and you are there. Let's go. How would you get to first? You get first reaction.
Okay, so I imagine she would grab her table off her back, cut herself a little bit to activate her blood right, which activates the Bunsen burners. Her table catches a flame. And we will move. Let's see. I'm gonna move over here towards the house since that's kind of where we're going. Just have myself at the ready in case they come at us, but I'm not gonna actively charge in because that might not be the best idea.
Sounds good.
Is it safe for those burners to be on while it's strapped to your back?
No, I took it off my back.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Is it on wheels?
You said, does it have wheels?
Yeah, like does your table have wheels?
Ooh.
And you'll see her pull out a notebook and be like, wheeled, table, party leader. That's an amazing idea. I'm going to add that for later.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Can I get like some really cool wheels from Sean? Does Sean have really cool wheels?
Sean has really cool everything. No worries. I've got you.
Okay. And then I'll just have my table at the ready and I'll wait right here.
Okay. You're gonna ready what kind of action?
Just ready like an attack action so I can swing
Okay.
with my table if they get close to me.
Very good. You're readying an attack action. You are standing next to shrubs. Specifically, the trees are the larger ones, and then the little purple-looking ones are little purple flower patches.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And then all the red stuff's blood. Great.
Is there anything special about the little purple flower patches? Like,
Well,
they don't like
they're-
them? Is
Go
it like a wisteria flower? I mean, I'm just trying to,
No, they're just pretty. They're pretty. They're perennials.
Huh? Okay.
This voice that just looked off and they're perennials. Like we're not in the middle of
Draven,
combat.
I can pick you some flowers if you want to. You just
All right,
had to
hold-
ask.
The ogre.
You froze in the middle of that.
That was so cute.
Oh, dang it.
The ogre is gonna go next, and he's gonna like step out from behind and kind of like push the tree over like a little, so like the tree's bending under the weight of his hand, and then a third hand from behind him is gonna like reach over and just fling a dead body into the front line of you guys, which will be Rashek and Onyx. So I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. I miss Humble throwing the bells. That was a lot cuter.
My God.
So when dead bodies start throwing, like ogres appear.
It's a 24.
Is that how that rhyme goes?
Nice.
All right. I believe I
good.
have advantage on these.
I believe so too.
So that's let's see, first one's a 19. Oops. Yeah, 19 for me.
19. Okay.
And you get a +4 from my aura.
You both need to move.
23.
You both need to move 10 feet in in opposite directions, but you will avoid the damage.
Okay.
I'll go here.
Yeah, go ahead. Rashek, where are you going? Great. So, and then the body's gonna roll and stop in front of Draven and
Draven's gonna like put his foot down like to stop it from rolling, and then like scrape the bottom of his boot. Be like, okay, that's kind of gross.
nice. And then Odie, same, stops right in front of you guys. And then it's gonna look down and it'll be mumbling in a language that I don't think any of you know. Does anybody speak Infernal
Damn it. No.
specifically? Okay, because I was gonna let you roll history if you did. That being said, Rashek, please roll history with advantage.
I got 2 15s.
Okay. This is the language that Chris's parents spoke when
Okay.
you met her and used to do quests back then.
Okay, so I would recognize the language, but I
You wouldn't
wouldn't
know what
understand.
it said.
Okay.
And but you also would know that they were human mortals when you met them. So it's still this thing, though. This is a old language, an out of date language, if you would. And it's mumbling, and it just kind of says, and then it just like looks and it sees that it misses you, and then it's gonna crouch down, and it will rage, and begin to look like it's gonna charge. Its rage is where it screams, but no sound comes out. It just opens its mouth, and it's this silent, just nothing. And then it looks, and you can see its eyes fixate on Rashek, and it'll end its turn there. And that makes it Odie's turn.
All right, he wants to be big and bad. Let's be big and bad. I'm going to activate my Giant Smite. So I become large, along with anything else I'm wearing. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And once on each of my turns, one of my attacks deals an extra 1d6 damage. I don't think I did that enough last time, so that's really cool for me to say out loud.
Yay.
He's like excited to see his armor larger. Like, wow, I gotta figure out how to do that.
It does. It enlarges the armor with it.
Oh, man, yeah, Draven's excited. Like,
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, take off.
I'm pulling
Long
off.
Strider gives you 10 extra feet.
Yep, you get 10 extra feet of movement.
Right.
Wonderful. Do I wanna do?
My heart just skipped a beat because I looked over and I thought that my mic was muted. And I was like, I remember checking this, you know? Oof.
We would tell you if it was.
Yeah, we wouldn't have responded to you.
No. I meant on the recording.
Oh.
But I was like, I remember checking this before we started. Yeah. So it just freaked me out for a second. I see it's not, but it freaked me out for a minute. And that has been a 5-second break of our life. Anyway, what are we doing there? Odie?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to run up and hit it, or if I want to hit it from farther away.
Well, the answer is obvious.
Yeah, let's go run and hit it.
Hell yeah.
Because with 10 extra feet, that means my walking speed's 40, so I don't have to sacrifice any of my attacks. So we're gonna go. Nope, that's measuring, Alex.
Take it out.
Here. And then we're going to swing at it with the Morning Star.
Very cool.
Okay, let's do.
Wait, is that thing named Yuki?
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too.
It's Yuki. It's not. It's just don't. Okay. I know.
I was gonna say something earlier and I let it slide, but I was just like, Yuki's betrayed us.
No, it's not. It's not Yuki. It's just the picture that I used to make his. I used that picture to make his thing, but he looks.
He's got a gun.
This is where his physical body went when he licked that stone.
He
was with us in spirit, but this is his physical form.
He looks like a warg, man. Leave me alone.
Sniper rifle from nowhere.
He looks like a warg. Leave me alone. This is just a nod to him from our other campaign. All right. We're gonna talk very fun about how you do damage to this thing once you hit it. Go.
23 and 19.
Okay. Yeah, they both hit. You hit it very easily. You have to do 16 damage to it before you can start doing damage to its health per round.
Yuki or the ogre?
The ogre.
Oh.
Don't start.
I wanted to hit.
Yuki.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't do it. I will start calling it Yuki, and we're not doing that.
That's 13. Hold on for me 1 second.
Nice. 13.
It's
per round, so every round we just have to do damage before you start doing damage to its health. That's all.
Oh, it's not per turn. It's not like.
Oh, I thought it meant per person.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
oh my
per
god,
round.
hold on one
Each
second.
round, as long as you do 16, it has a regenerative 16 health. And I'm explaining it because I'm going to explain it in
No.
like
It's a shield.
yeah, it's a shield. I'm going to
It's a
explain
health
it in I'm going to explain it in like the game sense, but I'm explaining it to you guys so you know what I mean. That's all. And I'd like the viewers get to know what I mean too.
Okay.
Good.
So while I'm hitting it and I'm here, let's just go ahead and action surge so that way I can kind of open it up to everyone else too.
Nice. How much damage
So we
have
can
you
try
done so
and
far?
13.
Okay.
Swinging the Morning Star. So let's go ahead and action surge. I'm gonna swing at least once on the creature. I might wolf.
Okay.
Let me. So I
as-
think I'm gonna.
Explain. Go ahead.
I think I would as I hit it twice. I feel like I'd swing once on the and bring it back again, but I obviously have to roll.
Okay. So the first two hits, the Morning Star like cleaves into it, and you see parts of it cleave off, and then it almost looks like its bone creeps into like out of it, like little fingers, like just little tiny bony skeleton fingers creep out, and then pull its skin back together. So what did you roll to hit next?
25 and 23.
Yeah, you hit with both of them.
I changed my mind. Someone else can have the wolf. Guy. Might as well while I'm big. Might as well.
Okay.
I can't reach that wolf.
How much damage do you do?
That's not what I meant to do. Come on. 20.
Okay, so you did a total of 33 damage.
Yes.
Okay. I should just pull up a calculator and do it that way. It'll be easier. Too many silly.
So that means I've done 17 damage to its health.
So
Because I've already broke 16 barrier.
33 minus 16. And then divide it by 2. So you've done 9 damage to it. Okay. We've done
Aw.
9
Is it
damage.
resistant?
Raged.
It's raged.
Raging, yeah.
Oh, boo.
Okay, so we've done 9 damage to our creature. Yeah, but like I said, you hit it.
Wait. So sorry. This is why I said that giant smite thing aloud. On each of one of my turns, I get an additional 1d6, so I have to roll additional 2d6. Hold on for me 1 second.
Yeah, does.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We need the extra damage.
Yeah, do it.
An
So,
additional
How are we damaging around?
an additional
the
10 points of damage.
We've done 14 damage to it. Okay, cool. Yeah, you slam into it, and you cleave pieces of it off, and the little fingers are trying to pull it together, and then they can't get through all of it. So as it goes through, you cleave one of the hands, and like the skeleton hand flies away, and its body doesn't regenerate that piece. And it looks like it's still empty roar, staring straight at Rashek, and then it just kind of leans back to look at you slowly as you're hitting it. That makes it the work's turn, I believe. Yep. 5, 10, 9. Great. Straight to the dock, and you can go ahead and swing on it now, Doc, because you readied. But it will get its 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
Do I hit you on a 18?
Yes.
I don't hit you on a 10 though.
No.
Okay. So this thing runs up, and at first it's like it's just a warg, like it looks like a wolf, and as it gets to you, it goes and it looks like it's going to bite you, and as its mouth opens, these hands rip out of it and grab you, and then a skeleton face comes out and he goes and bites you. So it's just skeleton
God.
ripping out of it. And I'm gonna use this dice.
I don't remember Yuki doing that in our other campaign.
I don't either.
It wasn't me this time.
So 11, 16, 17 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I told you these dice were rolling so good for me earlier. I'm so happy with these things.
Apparently. Does an 11 or a 15 hit it?
15 definitely hits it.
Okay, great.
You are immune to what you'd have to roll for it, so you're good on that side of it.
Beautiful. I love that.
Because your
Yay.
base your character was based the base was made off of a Warforged, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it doesn't the thing doesn't affect you then.
So I take the table, swing, and hit him for 14 bludgeoning damage, but then he takes an additional 3 fire damage from the Bunsen burner since my table is on fire.
Okay. So 17 damage to it. Okay. 17.
I just wanted to break up the types in case it mattered.
No, for the warg it won't. So you hit it and it's like hitting a sack of bodies as you hit it. And and you hear like the rattling inside, and then the face that bit you leans back and goes, "Ow!" And then more little hands start to try and try and rip out of the wolf as you see its mouth starting to part, and you realize the wolf's still alive and these things are coming out of it.
Oh.
No.
As it like whimpers.
No.
And the wolf starts to like whimper as this all happens.
Oh.
Oh.
That makes it.
That explains that.
It doesn't it? That makes it Draven's turn. Draven, what race are you, Draven?
I made him Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Cool. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, and this time it's actually a save, right?
Yep, save. It's
a 23.
You're fine.
There we go.
You're great.
You saved it for later. See?
Yeah, you're great. Go ahead and make your turn.
Aren't you
all
happy
right.
I made you reroll that?
Cool. So let's see. Okay, yeah, no, we got it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to like charge straight up to this guy.
Yep.
Right? And we are going to booming blade him.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
That was so evil.
That is 27 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh my god.
Do you not see all of this glorious armor? I mean, like, that's it.
I mean, I just imagine mid-swing beating it with a table. I stopped. Like, oh.
So he takes 15 damage plus the additional booming blade damage.
Okay. How much?
So what's that? 15, 16, 17, 18 in total from the first hit. And so I move 30 feet.
So you did 18?
And yes, he took 18 damage. And
okay. So as you hit it, booming blade does thunder damage? No, you said you were doing lightning with your gauntlets, right?
Right. We talked about that, didn't we?
So you take this huge fist. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So you take this your fist, and Draven fights with these giant gauntlets, like these huge, like Vi from League of Legends type of gauntlets. As Draven and you punch this thing, and you watch as the lightning like opens up, and all the electricity comes out, and you watch as this dog just almost evaporates in this cloud of like green, just smoke and pus, and the skeletons just fly back against the wall and die. I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw. Both of you actually.
Cool.
You
Get
and the doc.
I got an 18.
18's good.
23.
18 and 23 are both good. You're unaffected.
Oh.
For a moment, your vision gets a little cloudy, and you can hear like these words, and you realize that all of the ruins and these big like all the blood splatter is actually these symbols of power in this foreign language that has been smeared and splattered all over everything. And although you can hear the words, you just hear these like words like the king, or coming, or like this beseech you, like these weird small words. And but you're not taken over by anything, and you don't have to worry about it. And the warg is dead. Yuki's dead.
So the words that are written around, are they like some sort of like summoning spell?
You do not know.
Hey, Doc, you want to smear some blood on the walls to erase some of those summoning spells there?
Oh my god, I would love to smear blood on walls.
I'm gonna leave that to you.
Very
So
good.
can I
That makes it, well, that Draven, wait, did you have more to go over in your turn, Draven?
Yeah, that was just my first attack.
Great, please keep going, Draven.
So with that, I'm also going to run. Yes, I barely make it, but
Yep.
I
Longstrider lets
don't
you.
actually, because I only have 50 feet, so I only get 20 feet left. Aw, that really sucks.
Well, use something that's ranged. Throw something.
Physically pains you. Be like, I don't get to punch
I
it.
know it.
I'm being so real. Take the door and throw it at it. I don't care. Do something if you only have 20 feet. You got something left.
All right.
Do
it.
Like tear the door
Yes,
off the hinges
I mean-
and let it go. I don't care, man. Like just I said if you use items, I will do damage. It's gonna the minimum damage you can possibly do is a D4.
Right. Okay.
Throw a rock. Throw a rock at him.
All right. I mean,
Hit
look,
the chair.
okay,
And then
that's
as your
fine.
bonus action, throw
There's like
another
a
rock.
door, like right there. Well, I could cast something, right? So
Go ahead,
that
cast
might just
something.
be smarter.
You want one of these chicken bones I picked up from earlier?
Actually, I could cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay, cast Fairy Fire.
And so attack rolls against affected creatures has advantage if the attacker can see it, right?
That's good.
Yep,
So that should give everybody advantage, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
go with that.
Okay. Do I have to roll something for that, or?
Actually, it says, yep, a dex of 17.
Yeah, all right. Give me a second. Let's see. I got a 9.
Light that bitch up.
So I would think that so does your fairy fire, does it come from your father or your mother's side?
Let's go with mother's side.
So the first time you all have ever seen Draven use magic, other than maybe Rashek, Draven like puts his hand out, and you watch as this platinum, excuse me, I almost said silver, but platinum lights roll up, and then they jump off, and at first they look like fireflies, and then they stop midair and go and you go straight forward, and they leave all these little they almost look like spikes in the this abomination.
Yeah, they do.
Awesome. And then for a bonus action, I'm just going to cast Defensive Field, which gives me 9 temporary hit points.
Very cool. Okay.
And that's my turn.
That makes it Onyx's turn.
All right.
Onyx, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Heck yeah. 11.
11. You're fine. Keep going.
Very epic. All right. So Onyx is going to get rather angry, a little bit upset, perhaps. He is going to rage.
Yes.
And, yeah. We're gonna have the massive black dragon wings are going to sprout out from his back once again, and he's going to run up to the big guy and try to poke him twice with his rapier.
Okay.
I have advantage on attack
You have
rolls.
advantage to hit? Yeah.
Okay.
Get him, little buddy.
Okay. Well, my natural rolls were a 4 and a 7, so I don't suppose a 13 hits.
13 does not.
Okay. Second attack.
Got it, buddy. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. Well. Yeah. The second one doesn't was a little worse than that. So that's my turn.
You go to stab, and as it sinks in, but as it's sinking in, it's almost like these skeleton hands, and plates of bone are forming, so that it's like you're finding a mark, but you're not able to cleave into it at all. Rashek, that makes it your turn.
Wait, does the D4 of what happens when around you, someone's around you, Rashek, does that apply?
No, because he's too far from me at the moment.
Rashek's at the bottom.
Does everybody get that D4?
Yeah, when I'm within 10 feet of you.
What D4?
Okay.
Oh, it's the +4.
It's the
or
+4 to your saving throws.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we've gone over who has advantages on what.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We haven't had a chance to. We're still getting to know these characters. We know the other one back of our hands, and who gets what pluses where.
Rashek, you're an elf still, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So it's affecting elves and dragons.
What did you get?
I think it's affecting magic. It's 14.
14. You're fine. Good.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to move up here next to Onyx, and we're gonna first off bonus action Searing Smite. So as I draw my sword, it's just going to ignite into a purplish amber flame. And I'm going to swing twice on this abomination.
Yep.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay. So that's a 22 for the first one.
Hits.
And a 25 for the second.
Hits.
And then, so that's 27 slashing damage. And then let me give you the fire damage. And another 14 fire damage. Now he needs to make a 16 con save, or he gets set on fire and takes another d6 fire damage on the start of his turn.
He passes.
Okay.
So you did 41 damage overall. So 21 damage.
And yeah, with that, that's my turn.
Brings it to 35 damage to the thingy so far.
Yeah, so he runs up, draws his flaming sword, and just kind of slashes twice.
Yep.
Just kind of as a follow-up to Onyx's attack. He sees that Onyx's attack didn't really hit, so he's coming in and backing his boy up.
Yeah, Onyx makes these two pokes, and you see the bone, this bone armor start to form, and then you just cleave, and it shatters through the bone armor. So you are just following up Onyx's exact strikes, making sure that both of you are hitting. And
after I attack, I'm just going to kind of sit there in my stance, look down at Onyx, and be like, thanks for softening him up, buddy.
Anytime.
Very good. That makes it the doctor's turn. And then it will be the ogre's. So if the doctor can do damage to it right now, it'll be before it regenerates its armor.
Oh. Okay, well, I was going to try to figure out whatever these runes were, but...
By all means, do the rune thing. I'm just letting you know. I was just giving... I'm explaining so that everybody knows how this works as we go forward with the rest of the fight.
Got you.
Because the fight now begins when it's my turn the second time, because now I got to rage and do all this stuff.
You're taking all these concentration checks, and we don't have any idea why.
Yeah.
So if you want to rub some blood on the walls, end it.
I feel like that probably would be whatever, like if I need to do Arcana or something to kind of check and see if I can figure out, like because she's got 100 blood samples on her anyways, like if I can add a little extra smear to one of them to make it a different character, that might mess something up. I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to figure out what kind of blood it is, or?
Like how to tweak it and figure out what's going on with it if I need to change it, if that's what's causing all of this. Our constitution, whatever.
There's also plenty of blood on the ground in case you don't want to use your sample.
I think I will let you give me investigation with advantage. Since you're using your main action for this turn.
Also, I know there's a bunch of blood and stuff already on the ground. How sure are we that Chris didn't put these blood splatters on the wall herself? Because that is something Stock and Chris would do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny, actually.
Like, could this just be completely unrelated blood?
Could be. That's a 16.
Okay. So you know, Draven says, "Hey, fuck up this weird thing going on," and then runs away after evaporating a dog. And you're like, "Oh,
they can move."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I gotta make my hero proud.
And so you start looking around, and I think that as you're looking around, you realize that like these are like these symbols of power, this foreign language that's been painted in these long, like bloated blood strokes. They're messy and everywhere. Some of them are broken. Some of them are only like half done. The others are like perfectly finished and like very like. But this is the work of definitely something that is not focused or not like it's just doing the thing. So I think that knowing to take time to like mess it up, you don't know what you'd have to do to stop what's happening. You can just see that sometimes different things begin to glow slightly. But again, you're not getting any magic from anything. Like this is not a magical action that's happening. This is just something that is just tweaking or messing up the area. So I think that with that investigation, although you probably could sit and figure it out, it might be faster to just kill the creature and move on.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So I'll just say that was my action, but I'll go ahead and let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll kind of head over in the direction of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But since that was my action for that turn, I'll just leave it at that.
Odie will stick down a hand and make you step 5 feet back.
I know, I was thinking that too. I was like, you're way too close.
I'd say, no.
I gotta be close to hit it with the table. I can't swing over you.
You can swing through me, and Odie lifts up a leg and
Okay, got it.
Oh my
be like, look, Humble's gonna be really pissed off at me. She's already really pissed. You just
want to
come on,
help.
Doc.
I just want to help.
You are helping, I promise.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
I've known Humble for a very long time, and she's going to be upset about something anyway. Just do what you got to do.
I wish I had a bell. I was like, I wish I had a bell to throw at you from the other room. No. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The ogre goes. You watch as these the bone starts to like rip through some of it. Like as he rages and screams. At this point, now the sound starts to come out. and it's just low, and it just sounds like hundreds of thousands of like all these like loud, very weird laughing sounds as it like as the skin starts to like poke and pour out different like faces against it, and it's little skeleton faces pushing against it, almost like alien, like the alien trying to get out of her stomach, or little hands on.
Thinking that.
Yeah, and it looks and it has this large smile on its face, and it was looking up, I think, at Odie last, so I think it's gonna try and just swing on you once, and then it's gonna cleave the three of you in the front. So an upward attack into Odie, and then the cleave with its other hand sideways. So first, Odie.
Yep.
I miss you because I know your AC. Now the cleave on the three of you. That will be a dexterity or strength saving throw from each of you, please. Your choice.
I'll do dexterity because I have advantage. I need new dice. I got an 8.
23.
Wait.
Don't forget to add your +4.
Okay, I got a 12.
Okay.
Can I? Well, I don't know if that's gonna help.
So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay.
Can I have my shield float in front of Onyx?
Okay.
I didn't know if it would help protect him. I've got something where he could that I'm not sure. That it could be worse, so...
No, it's a saving throw, so
Okay.
it'll be alright.
Look, I've got lots of reactions. I'm trying to make sure I can...
I know.
What does what?
I know, you're built to defend people. I know.
Ah.
I promise you're going to get a chance to do it. Because I'm going to swing on Mercy next. So, what are we doing? What did we all get?
I got a 12.
12? On dexterity, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start to like move out of the way, and it just clips you barely with its hand, and so you take 16 damage. What did everybody else get? What did the rest of us get?
I'm gonna use a superiority die to lower the damage.
Very cool. Okay, Alex, what did you get?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll? What am I
everybody rolls. You, not everybody, but you, Rashek, and Onyx.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
It was
I got a
Dex-
23.
Dex or what?
Dex or strength saving throw. 23
Strength.
on a 23 you'll take 16 damage. Did you roll strength or dexterity?
I did Dex, and because I did the Dex save, Shield Master lets me take that half damage to 0.
It's not half damage.
I thought you said it was... Oh. So you just take 16 on the save?
If you save it, you take 16. You just don't get thrown. And
Okay.
okay, so you take it. You take 16.
Yep.
Great.
I also take 16. I can't parry it if it's a dex
Yeah.
save.
What did Alex roll?
I had a strength save of a 12.
Cool. So
Did you add your +4?
No, 16.
16. Yeah. So you grab it and like kind of move his fist to the side and just take the damage.
Okay.
So the 16. Great.
When I get hit, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, what type of damage is it?
Bludgeoning.
Oh, okay. I'll take half.
Very cool.
So as he
I
connects...
also take half.
Yes.
as he connects, again, just purple and amber flames are going to wreath off my body. Whatever part of him hit me is going to take 17 extra damage.
Okay. That
Fire damage specifically.
And that gets rid of his 16. So now he'll take.
Oh, I'm sorry. He needs to make a dex check of a 16. If he succeeds, or if he fails, he'll take the full damage. If he succeeds, he takes half.
Oh, okay. So, I made that. That's cool. And then, so I'll take 8. So it takes 8 out of the 16 you have to do to him to begin with.
Okay.
So now there's only 8 left on his thing for the turn. And then the third hand is gonna lob a dead body at Mercy. I'm gonna roll to hit. Is there something we're doing to stop me with that, Alex?
I
rolled a nat 20. I swear to God.
I'm gonna use my runic shield. So whenever another creature you can see within 60 feet is hit with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to re-roll. So you have to re-roll your.
There we go. I have to re-roll the nat 20.
Yes.
Thank God.
That time it is an 18 for a 24.
Jesus, yes.
So I hit, but it's not a nat. It's not a crit now. That's the point.
Still a lot.
I need a little dice.
And that's my reaction, unfortunately.
Okay, and that is 5, 6, 7, 8. So you would take 8 bludgeoning damage, and you can't take poison, so you're fine.
Yep, can't take poison.
There you go. 8 bludgeoning damage to you, Dr. Mercy.
Okay.
And that is the ogre's turn. Odie, your turn.
That was the ogre's turn.
Yeah.
That was a long...
I
3-armed
let's
ogre
see.
doing its thing.
All right, let's hit this thing. We're just still swinging on it. I'm gonna move a little bit over, so that way I'm like moving. So I'm more in front of Mercy again.
Okay.
I need to like physically be the shield.
Physically, yes.
Oh, I also forgot that I. That's okay. It's the same thing. I'm just making sure the shield's out now. Yeah, we're just swinging on it.
Very cool.
I'm assuming a 12.
Well, you still have advantage.
You still have advantage. Fairy fire.
All right.
Okay, so that's a 15.
15 is its AC.
Yay, fair
Woohoo! Okay, so that's an 11.
Okay, so wait. Just
Hold
tell me how
on,
much
I got
damage
one
you
more.
do, I guess, at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's a dirty 20. So that's now an additional 12. So 23 points of damage.
Nice. Has anybody crit it yet? I don't think
No,
so.
I've been close.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
23.
So that's 23.
So it'll be 15 divided by 2. So far you've done 8 damage to it.
That means the shield is gone.
Yeah, his shield's gone. She depleted that.
And then, God, I'm trying to figure out if I need today.
So 40.
What was the damage? What was the 16 damage that he did before? That was the bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to activate the hill rune. So that means I gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Nice.
That was my bonus. So there we go.
Okay.
It's my turn. And the good thing is that I'm large, so I can just do this above for Rashek and...
Right. Yeah, no, you take 2 big swings into it, and you watch as like it just cleaves more bone off to the side of it. Is everybody still here? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Jamie.
mine froze for
okay.
a second. Mine froze for a second.
I thought it was me for a second. I'm like, no, wait.
No. You take 2 big cleaves out of it, and it like throws some of the hands and like different pieces off of it, and it just leans into you, and you can hear all the laughter and stuff inside of it, and the little skeleton voices, and then over top of all of that, it says, "It doesn't matter. The king is still coming." And that makes it... The warg is dead. Draven, go.
Okay, awesome. We're going to squeeze in here.
We're all near the edge of this building.
Yep, and we're going to hit it with the booming blade. And that is a 14. Oh, I get advantage though, don't I? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was worse. That was a 12 for that hit. Do I want to use... No, that says check or saving throw. So not that. Okay. All right, so we are going to hit it again. Same spell, booming blade. Let's go. Oh shit, that was a nat 20.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so we're gonna hit it.
Do that damage, Draven.
So that was a 14, and it's also going to do the actual booming blade attack.
Remember to double all of it because of the crit.
Did it not? Let me go back to the dice thingy.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not watching your dice.
Is it rolled?
How much does it normally do? Because it says it did 2d8 plus 7.
I think it caught for the crit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because
it usually only does 1d8
Okay, you're good.
plus
You're
7.
good. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
It
It
accounted for it.
automatically adds it
That's
for
what
you.
I was thinking.
Y'all doing fine. Keep going.
Okay, so I think that made it what, 18 in total?
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Plus everything. How much damage you do overall? I have to divide it by 2.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit it for my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. We're gonna hit it one more time for the bonus action, and a 19, and then it's 1d8 because I don't get my bonus with that. So an additional 5. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 damage in total.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am also going to move back here to protect the doctor.
So 12. That means you all have done 55 to it so far. Very cool. I'm sending.
Hey,
Okay.
Odie, I just realized you provide good cover. Look at that.
Right.
Great. So yeah, no, you and you do damage. Like as it hits, the lightning opens up, and it rolls up it, and you can hear like it almost sounds like you hit it so hard it sounds like a rattlesnake tail going off inside of it, and it like looks down, and the lightning all like the sparks and the electricity all roll up and like connect into its eyes and ground into it, and it's through its eyes. And while it's glowing, it just looks down and says, "None of this will matter in the end." And then it's gonna be Onyx's turn.
All right. I'm gonna keep swinging on him. So, do we still have advantage?
I believe that ended on her turn, right?
Yeah, it's only a minute.
Yes. No, it's a minute long?
It's a minute, and that's
Then
like
yeah, you all still
10
have
rounds of
advantage. I'm
combat.
sorry. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
Fuck, Fairy Fire is
It's-
wonderful.
that's several turns.
Oh
that's
yeah,
That's
several
10
turns.
turns.
Yes,
Fairy
it's up
Fire is
to a minute.
beautiful. Excuse me.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna poke him with my rapier again.
Yep.
Give it a nice good shuffle this time. Good roll. Wow. Hey, Alex, can you come in here and look at this?
Yeah.
So you can tell everyone what it is? Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's not that good. I got 2 nat ones.
Fuck.
I'm giving you new dice.
Here, I have plenty others in the little bag.
No, you need new dice.
Okay, Here, I'll be okay. Wait, let's see. Does this one have...
Just because. So this,
Okay,
this,
I
this
got-
minor break has been brought to you by my dice tray right here.
Ooh, I'll try the metal
Oh my
one.
goodness.
Yeah, we're not gonna use these.
I also bought this new dice. This is gonna be my Lorcana dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow, that's
yellow.
it.
And it
That is
has
the wrong camera.
Ooh.
this
See,
little
that's
dice
gonna
over here.
Much better.
Thank you.
Nice, very nice.
I was like, I can't fucking see that over here. This
Sorry,
dice.
I forgot. I have like all the cameras on me.
Lights.
Alright,
Yeah, lights.
we try again. Let's see, that's
I was impressed. I took a photo.
thank you.
Very
Alright,
good.
First one roll is an 8 before the modifiers. Second one's a 3. Okay, I mean the 8's a new high. Before my last 7 rolls, my last 9 rolls were 7 or below.
Man, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I mean it's. Wait, how could you do this to me? Come on.
Right, I'm so sorry, buddy.
So
D&D
wait,
Beyond
actually, I think
Fortnite.
it's 14. Actually, wait, no, it's AC's 15. Okay.
Yep.
No.
That's fine. Okay. For my bonus action, I'm gonna try to throw a dragon dart at its head.
Okay, go. This is where
Yes.
this is
All
where
right,
it's
all right,
at.
I
Nat
got-
20.
We got one more. That's a 2. All right, for dirty 20.
Yeah.
We got one.
Stock's dragon dart comes through.
Yep. All right.
All right,
I
it's
rolled my
silvered.
D4.
Yay.
D4 plus 7. Oh, that's a 11 damage. Yeah.
11 damage. All right.
Good job.
So
There we
wait.
go.
Actually, this is really funny. So it's 11 damage, but we have it, so that means it's 6.
Yeah.
So in the words of Matt Mercer, how do you want to do this? Because realistically, it has 60 HP, and y'all just did 55. It had 55 on it. So
Oh my god.
by all means.
You fool! You've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. I missed 6 times in a. I missed 4 times in a row, but you let your guard down. Grovel before the power of the mighty Onyx.
You see this dart, and like as it leans over to speak to you, you just throw this dart, and it goes down its throat, and it just comes out the back of its neck, and as it's talking, it just collapses, and bones just roll out, and it was a bone golem, just so everybody is understanding of what we're fighting here, but and the bones just roll out, and they're all chattering and stuff, and it's still the third arm on its back is still holding this this human body that has been like squished, and then behind it are just these piles, and it's just all of the people from the town, just a piled up like thing about, and then the side, if as you like stop and take a breath, you can see the side of the cottage is just smeared these giant runic symbols. You guys start to catch your breath, and we can switch to the other. You're done with the map now, is my point.
Take a note down for Onyx defeated Bone Golem. Just more things to tell Lady Stock about your exploits.
Inconceivable. That's all.
Hey, does the bone golem have any nice bones?
It's mostly just random like different bones, but if you were to throw an investigation roll, I'm sure you could find something interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let you find some shit since you've rolled really poorly all day. So don't roll the investigation. I don't need you to see that. But so like, what kind of bones are you looking for? What would be an interesting bone to Onyx? Let's think.
Probably something sharp.
You've seen? Oh, great.
Like
That's fine.
like
Yeah,
pokey?
there's tons of sharp bones, especially little
Yeah.
finger bones.
Okay.
I think that at some point, if you were to like go through it, you'd find like different animal bones, and from different places. But you'd also find like a snake skeleton inside of it. So
Ooh,
like think like all the little like like the snakes like fangs and stuff like that. It's a collection of just crazy random animal and human and elven bones. Everybody roll me a con save except for the doc.
Yeah. Hey, Doc, you got anything that light this on fire? You know.
Oh, did you
burn
use the
whole fire?
doctor's wait, did you use the doctor's potion? Did you say you used the doctor's potion? Not you. I'm asking Alex. Did you say you had used that at one point?
I have it on me.
Oh,
but
then
I
never
haven't
mind.
used
Keep
it
going.
yet.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
What did you say?
I was asking if you had something to set the body on fire.
Oh, she would just take the table and just, because the table's already on fire, so she would just set the table on top of it to light it on fire.
Oh my god.
Constitution wise, anybody get a 1?
I got a 16.
I got a 16.
I got an 18.
With Rashek's +4, 23.
You're all fine. Draven, did you get a 1?
No, I got a 16 too.
All right, yeah, you're fine. Cool. Yeah, you all are fine. It's almost like there's like this moment though where you can like hear. It's like you can hear words like again. This like all the different. It's like this elven language, very foreign to most ears.
You said Elven?
Yeah.
I know Elvish. That's one of my languages.
Yeah. No. Yes. But it's still like for this area, this is a foreign language. This is not like these are like high elven words. Like this is
Almost
noble
like a different
class.
dialect.
Yeah, that's like a different dialect. This is like a noble way of speaking.
Like the celestial.
Yeah, close to that. But again, you'd understand them. Everybody understands them. You'd hear, even if you don't speak Elvish, you understand what it's trying to say, and you just hear the words like king and knight, and like you have this feeling, this like deep feeling of like something is coming, it's on the way. I'm assuming we're all going to the door of the cottage. Cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was like, I don't think we're walking into the woods or doing anything crazy. But you start to turn and you're going to the woods of the cottage, and you just hear, well, I mean, I suppose you did that job for me. This would be a thing that Odie and Dr. Mercy, you'd both recognize this as... I know things. I have to look up names. This is Gabriella's voice. So this would be Dracula's wife's voice.
No.
And she's now standing kind of like in one of the windows, like think like a terrace to the keep. And she's like looking down, and she goes, "That disgusting, vile thing has been running around here, smearing words all over everything. But I was late. It's a good thing you were on time, though."
Rashek, would Rashek know who this is? Would he be
I think
familiar
that
with
you
her?
have heard of her, but you've never like met her in person.
Right. Okay.
This is a new thing that Vlad is trying to mimic the idea of what is happening in Redstone.
Right. Okay. That's what I assumed.
Wow. Not. Okay.
Oh, actually,
Glad-
Mercy. I'm sorry, not to interrupt, but Mercy, I need you to roll me a panic check.
Such an unfortunate series of wrong turns.
So this is
That
a
brought us-
D20 for you.
17.
Yeah, you're good. You would be afraid though because you specifically have seen this woman just tear things apart and like in emotional rage do stuff that to you is unfathomable. Like the idea that Vlad is scary, this woman is a unlike predictable type of scary. Vlad you can expect to be that person, that thing that is going to come and just do horrible things. This is somebody who for 1 second can be cool, the next second rip her friend's arm off and like shove it down her throat type of thing. Like you're never easy around this person.
Yeah. No. So I feel like just kind of, since there's not really any reasoning with her, it's like, well, yep, did you solid there. Just gonna.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're going
You're
now.
welcome.
Odie's
You're welcome.
covering Mercy, like fully covering and telling everyone, being like, Miss Dracula's wife, we are leaving now. And just fully announcing that this is Vlad's wife, in case no one else knows. Not using her name. And we're needing.
I like that.
We're Miss Vlad's wife. Sorry, I'm still trying to like change in my head.
I feel you.
That it's being like
the same fucking thing.
Thank you. No, sure thing, Miss Vlad's wife. We're gonna.
Miss Vlad's wife.
Yep, we're. Doc, you ready? We're going. Let's go.
Yep, heading on down the old dusty trail.
She's gonna lick her like lip a bit, and you can see as she steps more into like focus, you can see that she's like has like blood spray on her, and like this deep cuts of makeup, like just fucking. She almost looks like if a kid put makeup on eyeshadow on, like it's just wrong, like it's incorrect, and it's like also like part of it is like kind of like soaking into the blood, so it's like running. And she kind of like leans over and goes, and then looks at the three of you and then points to Draven. And she's like, would that be Rashek?
Who? Sorry, we haven't met a Rashek. Not around these parts.
As you say that, she's gonna pull. You say that she's gonna pull this person. She's gonna pull this person's head up that she's been like dragging to the side of her. And she's gonna pull this person's head and go. They've never heard of your friend, and say that's such a shame, and like you're gonna see kind of like her insanity start to come through, and she's like, I was going to give this person back to you, but if none of you are Rashek, then we don't need her, and she's gonna throw Humble's body over the side of the ledge, and you're gonna watch it start to fall the 3 stories.
Can I dash to try to catch her?
Oh
yeah,
my God.
You have wings. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me a. I mean, you're not that far away. Your movement's pretty good. Give me a strength check to see.
Okay.
Where we're going with this. It's not a saving throw; it's a check, so you should be all right.
Oh, I got a nat 20 that time.
Yes!
Yeah. You like your wings immediately go up, and you catch her whole body, and like it makes you kind of like lean back a little bit, the force, but your wings get like, just take the force and you just land her safely. She is not dead, but she is out, unconscious.
With that, my rage probably ends and the wings recede.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I'll step forward and be like, I am Rashek. Usually you should wait to get the answers before you make a decision.
My arrow's notched. In my
Yeah.
bow.
Draven's
Oh,
pretty pissed too.
I think I was gonna throw her either way. I just want to know who to throw her to. Well, you've seen the area. I have heard that you were here by our friend, mutual acquaintance, I guess. But you can leave now. There's no reason for you to be here.
I beg to differ. From my understanding, Lady Stock is present somewhere on the premises, and that is my business. So until she leaves with us, or I am assured of her safety, we're not going anywhere.
She's gonna like put her hands on the edges of the like the balcony and like lean in and like make sure that you can see she's like making eye contact with you. And she'll say, "You know, I was told that a dragon was captured, and then I was excited. I've never tasted dragon blood before. I was ready for that. That bitch had nothing in her. I found bones and emptiness and just vile uselessness. Vlad's loving it, but you know me, I have a taste for better things."
She's too good for you.
Sounds like you should have taken that up with your husband. He's well aware of who she is and what she was. If you didn't know that.
And she's gonna
That
snicker
sounds
and
like
say,
you're
"Was
getting
is
poor
true?"
information.
She'll snicker and say, "Was is the word, isn't it?"
Draven wants to be like, I think you missed a spot.
It's up to you what we do from here. Rashek, you have the floor.
Where is Stock? You wouldn't kill her because Dracula clearly wants her for something. And as crazy as you seem, you've never crossed him, so I don't think you're going to start now.
I think she'll just laugh and turn to walk away.
As much as I want to make her pay for saying that, we should probably continue with our plan.
You're right. You'll see Rashek grip the hilt of his sword, really resisting the urge to draw it. The other hand's kind of crackling with energy like he wants to fire off an Eldritch Blast, but Onyx is right. We have things to do, and he wouldn't expect Dracula's wife to be helpful anyway. If she's not immediately ready to fight us to get in our way, we move forward and just be prepared to do what we need to do.
As you're still holding Stock? Or Humble?
Yeah.
Oh, give
She's-
Humble to me.
She's
and
bigger than me, but like Onyx is still
As
pretty strong, so
you
carry
go
her.
to like lift her, you'll see the hand go up, and I'll pump an Eldritch Blast into her so she fails another saving throw.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use. I have. Where is it at?
if not, can I use one of my potions I made on her?
Yeah, Odie chucks
That's
one.
what I was gonna do.
Yeah, we're just. I feel like the doctor and I are immediately throwing the syringes into Humble,
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
and just tell Onyx being like, "Push down." Just
I have Circle of Mortality, so when I restore, I automatically restore the maximum possible HP when healing someone with 0 HP, and I get to use the Spare the Dying cantrip at range. So I'm just, without even looking away, am going to hold my hand out and cast Spare the Dying on Humble.
Okay. At that, with the blast hitting and you like bringing Humble up, you'll see now she'll turn in anger and say, "You ruined my exit!" And she'll rip off the thing, and we will end there and start with combat in the next episode.
Wait,
She
rip
ripped
off
off
what?
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 She said you ruined my exit. She'll rip the balcony and like a railing in half, and we'll start with combat in the next episode.